Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory, yes. We're back on good old Satisfactory, ready to continue our game. But first, you know what time it is, we gotta talk about Boosteroid and the service we're gonna be using to play this game today. But before that even, I would like to tell you about a little link down in the description that if you wish to get a subscription to Boosteroid, if you use that link to get that subscription, I do thank you because you do help out the channel. Okay, so like I said, we are going to be talking about Boosteroid, the cloud gaming service that we're using to play this game today. We're going to talk about some of the features and some of the stuff to keep in mind and whatnot. Just some of that stuff, just general information about it and whatnot. So, yeah, let's get into it. Okay. So, again, what is Boosteroid? Boosteroid is a cloud gaming service that allows you to play your PC games on pretty much any device, including this one, of course, Satisfactory. These devices include a mobile, like cell phones and tablets and, that kind of stuff. Also including some smart TVs as well as desktops and laptops. So, yeah, you can play your PC games on any of those devices that they support. Quite a wide range of devices as well. Which is pretty awesome technology. Being able to play your PC games on any of those devices. So, very, very nice. This does come with a little bit of a caveat, I guess, to it as well. That internet is very, very important as well. So make sure that your internet connection is nice and strong. The reason that internet connection is so important is because of a few different reasons. One, you're playing a game on a computer that's probably not even in your country. It's halfway across the planet, pretty much. At least for me, it is. But you're getting the stream of that. But you're not only getting a stream like a video or like a video on the internet, you're also inputting data as well. You are sending data out as those are your key inputs. So, whatever device you're using, those inputs that you're using to play your game are being sent out across the web to the computer you are connected to with the service, and the results of those inputs are being streamed back to you. Usually this happens within milliseconds, which is pretty crazy. So make sure, like I said, your internet is nice and strong. If you have a device that has an Ethernet port on it, please use that. That is the best you can do for internet. But if you have to use wireless, like most mobile devices do, make sure that if you are using the Wi-Fi, that is a 5 gigahertz connection, not a 2.4. 2.4 is not strong enough, because some Wi-Fi devices offer both. Some only offer one or the other. So make sure it is the 5, because 2.4 is not strong enough. So that's pretty much covers the internet section portion of this. So yeah, like I said, make sure that's nice and strong. Okay, so you're going to notice that in the top left of the screen right now, we can see a live kind of data thing for my stream that I am getting for my game. So getting about 23, 24, maybe 25 megabits for the bitrate per second. And then I'm getting the stream FPS, which is 60, the decode FPS, which is 60, and the latency, which is anywhere between 50 to 70, usually range for me as well. So yeah, do be aware of the latency as well. Usually this is not too much of a problem. 50 to 60 is not bad at all. That's actually pretty good. You might when you start getting higher into the 80s and 90s for milliseconds latency, you might notice some input lag, just a little bit, which still isn't too bad. The only time where latency is a big issue for any kind of user is when you're doing competitive multiplayer gaming, where milliseconds actually kind of do count, and having that slight input lag is not good. So definitely something to think about depending on what kind of gaming. But since we're doing a single player game and it's not a high action where I have to be on the ball with my controls all the time and stuff like that, 100%. It's not a big problem for me. Satisfactory is not a high action packed game, and pretty chill, pretty calm. So yeah, depends on what kind of game you're trying to play. But like I said, that latency it's important in various situations. But if you have a latency like mine or slightly higher, usually it's not a big deal. So also the way I'm doing this. Playing this game, I'm actually playing within a browser. I'm playing within the Firefox browser using F11 for full screen mode. This allows me to play the game within the browser without looking like I'm playing within a browser. So I don't even notice half the time. You tend to forget. So yeah, the way I can remind myself is I can hit a shortcut key that Boosteroid has, which brings up the overlay. It depends on which device you're using. You're going to have different inputs for these types of overlays. But yeah, you can see the browser. I've got the show statistics option on. You can also stream with Boosteroid as well. This is still kind of a work in progress, this type of stuff. So they're still working on it, but yeah, it is what it is. That's why it says beta down there in the bottom left. But yeah, you can actually stream with Boosteroid as well. And you got some rudimentary options here. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, and then you got the end session button up here in the top right. This is a very, very important button for you to not lose save progress and stuff like that. So no matter what device you're on, does not matter, mobile, computer, smart television, whatever. If you want to quit a game, you're going to go into that game's menu, which doesn't seem to be appearing here. There we go. I was mucking around with some options earlier. Don't worry about it. So yeah, if we hit the escape key a couple times here, because we're in a browser, you can see that these are the options for the game, or these are basically the menu for the game. So what you're going to do is you're going to save your game, however you save it, depending on what game you're playing, and then you're going to find the exit to desktop option if it has one, or quick game. Some games just say quick game and access to desktop anyway, but you're going to exit the game as if you're on a desktop. Doesn't matter if you're on a mobile phone, doesn't matter if you're on a smart TV, whatever. But you're going to exit the game after you save it. You're going to exit the game as normal. It's going to take you back to either Steam or Epic, depending on where you logged in on the application, or the website, whatever it is. And then what you're going to do is after it syncs the save, because this is all cloud save based, then you're going to go ahead and then you're going to exit out of the application or browser, depending on which way you're going with that, completely. So that is pretty much how that works, just to make sure that you don't lose any kind of save data. But they recently implemented a really cool feature that should you lose power, should you lose internet connection completely, drops completely out the session, the entire browser window gets closed, you lose power, whatever ends up happening to where you're no longer able to continue the session for some reason. They have a small thing in there that should anything like that catastrophic, we call it catastrophic. It's catastrophic as far as your game goes. You lose your game, but that should something like that happen, the session that you are currently playing stays open for just long enough to get your most recent save, whether it be an auto save or whether that was a manual save, to get that save. To get that save uploaded to either Steam or Epic servers, or to the local servers on Boosteroid, so that you don't lose save data progress. But that's just in cases of emergency, of course. But yeah, that should that happen, that you will not lose your save data, or at least you won't lose from the most recent save. So if you had an auto save that saves every 5 minutes, like this game does, saves every 5 minutes, the most I could lose is 5 minutes worth of work. Should anything like that happen, it's just one of those things. It's a really cool option though, as well. So yeah, that's just another little tidbit that Boosteroid offers, which is really really cool. Um, the option to not lose save data, which is nice, because you never know. Maybe your internet is really good, and then one day it just cuts out completely, and it's just like, yeah, that's not good. But if you have autosaves or you're manually saving a lot, then more than likely you're not going to lose that data should something happen. Um, yeah. Okay, so now just to kind of prove that I am within a browser, because I could not be in a browser. I just have the overlays available to me. If I bring up that overlay again, and I move my mouse cursor to the top of the screen, this is going to show you that I am inside of a browser. As you can see, I am in Firefox, the Firefox browser. I like Firefox because it uses less resources, um, and maybe one day I'll try the application again when they've done a little bit more work to it. The application's good. I like the browser because it's easier, but that's just how it goes. Anyway, so yeah, we move our mouse cursor to the top of the screen. We've got two different tabs. We've got the game tab and then the main page tab. So we click over to the main page tab. So this is the main website of Boosteroid. So when you sign up or sign in, this is what you're going to be seeing as well. So just kind of the main page here. And if you go over to library, click this little library tab, this is going to pull up all the games they have available for the Boosteroid service. We'll talk about that option in a second, but these are all the games they have for the Boosteroid service. You can scroll forever. They don't have every single PC game, but they have most of them. The reason that this is because they have to pay for all the storage for all these games because no installs are required. That's another thing about this is no installs are required. You don't have to install these games in order to play them, which is nice because that would be devastating for that would be absolutely devastating for like mobile users and stuff. So yeah, no installation required. But yeah, like I said, you can scroll forever. I'll give it a second. Yeah, you can scroll forever, and there's just thousands upon thousands of games within the Boosteroid service. So, like I said, they don't have every game; they have most of them. They have most of them, and they're constantly adding brand new games. Like Kapow World just came out; we just got access to that not too long ago. Now, brand new games are not going to be added automatically. They're going to be added shortly after the game comes out. Usually, especially if it's extremely popular, it's going to be added in usually in the next rotation that they do. They're constantly adding new games almost every week, so which is really nice as well. So onto that little option there that I said I was going to talk about. This right here, if you are a Steam user, you can add your games to the Boosteroid library by linking your account to your Boosteroid account. This is pretty easy to do. I have not done it yet because I keep forgetting. I don't use Boosteroid often enough in order for me to do that. It's just not something that I do. But if you'd like to, it's an option. It's not a have to. If you'd like to. So basically, what this does is when you link your account, it's going to scan all of your games that you own on Steam, and it's going to add them over here under the My Games tab. And it's then going to add them in this area right here. So that is the most easy way to it scans all your games and it adds the ones that Boosteroid supports, of course, and adds them to your games library, so you don't have to search for them or anything like that. Just to make things a little more streamlined, if you like. But like I said, I don't use it often enough. I don't use Boosteroid often enough in order to warrant that. So, but it is an option, which is really cool, and I'm glad they have that option. Otherwise, if you don't want to do that, or you're an Epic user, or you're an Epic user, you're really awesome. Just kidding. But if you're an Epic Games user, or you don't want to link your account, much like me, what you can do is there's a few different ways you can add games. Of course, you can go to the library page, and you can hover over the game that you want to add, and you can click the little plus icon next to play there. You click that little plus icon, and that will add it over here in the My Games tab. You can also, if you don't want to scroll to find your game, you can also click the little search icon here at the top, and I'm going to show you a little example too, something to kind of keep in mind or kind of watch out for, I guess. When you use SnowRunner as an example for a few things. For one, some games have both versions. Sometimes they have both versions of both Steam and Epic versions of a game. If you want to add that to your library, kind of keep in mind that you probably want to add the one that you own, of course. And I own the Steam one, so I've got the X there to remove it. You click the little plus now, add it to your library. Now, if you click play on a game that you do not own, the game won't launch, of course. You'll be thrown into a session, you'll sign in, and then the game won't launch, of course. So that's pretty much just how that is. So if you don't own it as well. So, and that kind of segues into another little thing here. You're going to notice a few different things about these games. You'll see the Steam and Epic icons on some of them. And the free games will show the icon of the developer that developed the game, of course. Both license required and free games require you to have a subscription to Boosteroid in order to play them with the service. The reason this is because you are using their servers and their hardware in order to do so. So even though I go to play this free game right here, I'm still using their servers and their hardware in order to play that game. Same with good old Satisfactory over here that we played a bunch. This game right here, I have to own it. I have to own the game in order to play it. Now, you're going to notice over here, the license required games as well also require you to have the game. So that's what license required means. It means you need to own the game so that you can play it on the service. And again, same reason as well. So games like, if you look over here in my library here, I own Satisfactory, of course, on Steam. So I play it through Steam, basically. So that's pretty much how that works and what that all means. Also, we're going to go ahead and move on to the saves portion of this. So as you had seen, or as I was talking about earlier, the saves are all cloud save based. So Boosteroid does not have access to your personal computer, PC, does not have access to your computer, to your files, so they're not able to access your saves. It's all done over the internet, all done over the cloud. So basically, when you go to boot up a game through Boosteroid, it goes and downloads the save off of the cloud save servers, either through Steam or through Epic. It just goes to that server and downloads your save for your game to the PC you're currently using. So that's pretty much how that works. It's the same how it would work if you went to your friend's house and logged into Steam on their computer and went to play a game there. It would have to download the save in order to so that you could resume it. It's the same deal. So same exact process. So yeah, with games like that, they don't have access to those saves. So there's two different types of saves when it comes to gaming with Boosteroid here. You've got the cloud saves, which is just normal, average everything, but you might run into a game that does not have cloud saves available. So much like a Dyson Sphere program over here, we click this, and you're going to notice it says local saves, and it's in yellow here. And it says your progress will be saved on the Boosteroid server. So before, with games that have local saves only, you could play a game on Boosteroid with that type of thing, and then as soon as you quit out that session, you'd lose all your save data because they didn't have an option. Now they have introduced this local saves. So games like Dyson Sphere program that don't have cloud saves available for it, when you go to play this game or other games like it on Boosteroid, and you go to save that game, it's going to save to the Boosteroid servers, and then you can continue that game later. Now you can't pull that save to go back onto your own computer or your own device. The only way you can access that save when it comes to this here is if you play it on Boosteroid again. So because it's saved to their local servers, you can't go and then go download that save for your regular PC. It's just not possible. So it's their way of handling it without you losing save data, but it is pretty cool yes, I have to start a brand new game with Dyson Sphere program, but then I can continue that game on Boosteroid later on. So that's their kind of their way of solving that issue, which is really nice of them to do. So, and that's at no extra cost to you or anything like that. So, pretty nice of them. But yeah, so the other reason that, or the other thing that comes with them not having access to your computer, to your personal files, is mods are not supported as well as third-party software. So they want you to play the game as intended. So no third-party software, like I said, and no mods. We go back to the main page here. Games like Satisfactory, that has a Satisfactory mod manager, I cannot use that in order to use mods on my game. Or manually installed mods, all that kind of stuff is not available as well. So the saves are the only thing it's going to pull from the servers, because that's the only thing there. There are a few exceptions to the rule when it comes to mods, though. When it comes to mods, unlike games here like Satisfactory as well, there are games like SnowRunner that have a built-in mod manager into the game. The mod manager is built into the game. You're connected to the internet already. You can get your mods for your save and continue that save with those mods. So that is the exception to the rule, that no mods are allowed. The other exception to the rule is certain Steam games. I don't know how Epic does it, but with Steam has Steam Workshop for mods. And a lot of the times what will happen is if you play a game on a new computer that those mods are not there, it's going to either allow you to get those mods again, or it's going to automatically download it sometimes. It's kind of a weird thing, but yeah, so that's the kind of the exception to the rule. So yeah. And Boosteroid has also made it now to where the computer that you're connected to, so this computer right here that I'm connected to, I can't even access the files on that computer, or the folders and files anymore. I used to be able to take a screenshot with their computer and then pull that screenshot in for my thumbnail. They don't allow that anymore either. Unfortunately, it's just how it goes. Which I understand. They don't want you mucking around with the computer you're connected to. So the only thing you can do is mess around with the like Steam. You can mess around with the Steam window, and that's about it. Play the game, So yeah, no third-party software, no mods, pretty much for the most majority of it. So except for those exceptions. Yeah. So anyway. Moving on over here, back to the main page. They do have Fanatical. If you do not wish to purchase a game through Steam or through Epic, you can also purchase games through Fanatical, which is just another game key store. Pretty reputable, actually. They're pretty famous for doing a lot of game bundles and whatnot. But you can buy games through Fanatical, and when you buy that game, it's going to give you a key, and then Boosteroid has provided how to activate those keys on Steam and Epic services. So you can activate those keys on that account. Now, when you buy a game, if you buy a game through this website, through Boosteroid, it's not you can only play it on Boosteroid. That is your game to keep as well. So, and whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much that. Go back over here as well. And if you want to, so with new accounts, creating an account with Boosteroid is completely free. You don't have to have a subscription in order to do that. You can create an account with Boosteroid, and this allows you to look at their games library. You can test your internet connection with this little button up here next to your username. You can do the network test. This will test your connection with the closest server to you, and it'll give you a pretty good idea of what you're going to experience when it comes to the internet connection and stuff like that with their server and whatnot. This way you can make an informed buying decision and stuff like that. So that's pretty much that in a nutshell. If you are having trouble with Boosteroid, you're experiencing problems, you have questions, you want to suggest a game even, there's a few different avenues you can do that. But for most questions and kind of general issues, you can click on this little question mark here, which will take you to their help center. and this is the kind of the help center here. You can type in your question up here, and it'll link you to a few different articles, or you can just click on them if you like, and go through that, and maybe you can find a help to your issue there pretty damn fast. As well. The other option is if you have a subscription to Boosteroid, you can click this little thing down here in the bottom right. You can see this little pull-out tab looking thing. You can click that, and this will take you to their live chat service. And then you just follow the on-screen instructions. You verify your email address with them, and then they will connect you to a live agent. And you can talk to them. It's like calling into a help center, but way easier and way faster. And you can chat with them, tell them what your problem is. They can monitor your situation. They can even live monitor the session that you're playing in order to identify issues and stuff like that. And they can give you suggestions on how to solve those issues, or they can solve them if it is an issue on their end. Stuff like that as well, which is really nice. I had an issue one time where it was... the stream was really, really lagging. It turned out that they were doing maintenance on the server that I was connected to, and they were allowing people still connect to it, but it was like a really crappy connection. So, and they identified that pretty quickly. So, really nice. And as well as you can rate the person that you were connected to once you're done with the call, or done with talking to them. It's just a chat service. You type in a chat. Stuff like that. They're not going to ask for a connection to your device or anything like that, so don't worry about it. That's a really nice little feature there. They also do have a Discord. Every now and again, you'll see it pop up on the main page, but should you wish to get on their Discord, you can join their Discord channel as well. Discord, Boosteroid. The Boosteroid channel on Discord. There we go. And you can ask questions on there. They got some forum posts and stuff you can go through to ask for issues. You can find new gamers on there. You can even find me on there. You can find my videos. They allow me to post on the Discord, so I can post my content from my channel that I do with Boosteroid. I can post on there, so you can find my videos as well as others that are in the partnership program. You can find gameplay videos using Boosteroid. You can find general information with Boosteroid, the general information videos with Boosteroid, them comparing it to other streaming services, all that kind of stuff you can find on there, which is really nice, and stuff like that. So that's that. You can also contact them through email and stuff like that. But anyway, so that's pretty much the help section. We're going to move on to pricing, purchasing basically. Okay, and here is the purchasing options. So there's a few different purchasing options. Let me just go over here. So one thing to note about Boosteroid and probably other services as well, but with Boosteroid there's a 10-minute inactivity timer. If you're inactive for 8 minutes, you will get a jump scare warning, which we've been jump scared a few times by it, but you will get a jump scare warning on that. Telling you that your session will be closed in 2 minutes, and you have an option to either close the session or to continue the session, depending on what you want to do. So I'm trying to avoid that and stuff like that. I like to show this kind of backroom type content because it's fun. It's fun for everybody to be able to see some of the back end type stuff. But yeah, that's the inactivity timer. And it's very loud and very jump scary. You can't control the options for the audio for that or anything. But yeah, so this keeps users from taking up a computer slot that if they're not playing the game. So I can't just let my Satisfactory game run on Boosteroid and stuff like that. So it's just one of those types of things, one of those types of deals as well. So then back over to the Boosteroid. These are the prices and stuff like that too. Now, before we get into that, if you do have a discount code or an activation subscription code or an activation code, make sure you enter those in here. The way the discount codes work for Boosteroid is you type in the code or paste the code in here, click apply, and that will apply the proper discount to whatever option it was, depending on the code and how it works. It will apply that, and then you purchase a subscription through there. And that's how the discount works. Rather than adding it at the end, you got to add it at the beginning before you select your option and stuff like that. So yeah, just a little forewarning on how that works. But basically, with this two pricings, both of these are the same, of course, as far as the way the pricing works. So this is in euros. In case you don't know, this is the euro symbol, but it's because they're based out of Ukraine. So this 9.89 euros. This is a one-time payment per month. You can also click this option for the 12-month, and you pay the $89.89. So the 1 month is about $10.80 US. Hopefully that's closer to what you're looking for, as far as the type of currency. But about $10.80 US. I haven't looked it up in a while, but I probably should. But yeah, that's what it used to be. But with that option, you get the basically the 1 month and the 12-month option. There is no difference between these two, other than one's for a month, one's for a year. So you pay for the 12-month, you pay the 89.89 euros per month here. This is a one-time payment, once per year, and it equates to just under $100. So that's pretty much how that works. But there, other than the price and the length of the subscription, there is no difference between the two options. They both get the basic virtual machine. That's what VM is. Basic virtual machine, up to 1080p quality, which is just your standard, your regular high definition 1080p, and then up to 60 FPS stream. So yeah, if we go back over here, you can see, my stream FPS is about 60, so that's my limitation there. And you can see every now and again it jumps up to 1. It's trying to keep it at 60. So, and this is no problem for me because I play on a TV monitor as my computer monitor, so it does not matter to me. I can only do 1080p, and if you're on a phone, 1080p 60 FPS is pretty damn good because because of the size of the screen and stuff like that. It's going to be pretty damn small. Heck, 720p is pretty good, so for a cell phone. But yeah, that's pretty much that. And 1080p is really good for a tablet. But if you're on a TV like I am, 1080p is pretty good. Most TVs only have a 60 or 59 or 60 hertz refresh rate, so 60 FPS is really all the TV can do anyway. So works out for me as well. So that's works out for me with the 60 FPS. Also, one thing that kind of sets Boosteroid apart from the rest of these subscription services is Boosteroid offers unlimited gaming as well. So what I mean by that is you can play your games for as long as you want. 5 minutes or 5 hours, Boosteroid doesn't care. It allows you to play your games. This is great for content creators such as myself, where I can play games for many, many hours without an interruption, and then get my footage and stuff like that. So that's what I like about Boosteroid, is they don't have, a lot of those other competitors out there. They're like, oh, you can only play for 30 minutes, and then you got to start a new session, get back in line, and start a new session. Or you can only play for an hour or 2 hours. It's just like, nope, completely uninterrupted with Boosteroid. So really awesome options there. They do have the Ultra, but this one's coming soon. And it's going to be obviously more pricey. You'll get the high-end virtual machine with ray tracing, up to 4K quality, and basically unlimited FPS is what they're saying there. So, but this they're still working on this option because Boosteroid is still relatively new. They have been around for a decent amount of years now, but they're still working on their service and making it better all the time. So, really awesome for them. But yeah, and that's pretty much pricing. But like I said, and also. It's not going to matter between standard and ultra. Hopefully they don't change this, but there's no difference between the standard and ultra as far as length of game. They should never change that option as well. And hopefully once they get settled in completely and everything's working like they want it to, and everything's awesome, hopefully maybe they'll add a little maybe they'll add a free option. Not saying they are, and I'm not saying they might in the future. I'm just saying it would be really cool if they did. Kind of like a just a basic, very, very basic. You can play for 30 minutes for free, 30 minutes per day or whatever. Something like that. That'd be really cool to kind of get people interested in it. But yeah, and if you do have major issues with Boosteroid, and it ends up being Boosteroid's fault, then we're refund supply, of course. You'll have to talk with them. If that ends up being a thing. But if you are just starting out brand new to Boosteroid and you're not really sure what to expect, you kind of test your internet connection, things looking good, you got some games you want to play on a device you want to use, I would recommend doing the 1 month option just in case it doesn't work out. For whatever reason, it's not it won't be a huge loss. And then if that month turns out to be awesome, and if you want to continue it, then you purchase another month or go for the 12 month option. But just for starting out, I would say my recommendation is just the 1 month. I've been using Boosteroid for quite a little over a year now. I'd say quite a few months, but it's probably been a little over a year now. I've been part of the partnership program, or it's been about a year, maybe something like that. And I've had very, very little issues with Boosteroid, and my internet connection could be a little weird sometimes. So really awesome for them. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much the pricing. So let's get back into the game. All right, everything's gone dark. Back over to the game here. Just a quick little side note again before we get started. I know you're probably like, "Oh, let's just get on with it." That Boosteroid does not pay me in order to promote their service. It's kind of it's a mutual agreement that we have going on. So basically, the way it goes is I promote their channel, or their channel. I promote their service, and why isn't this playing? Oh, that stopped playing for some reason. Weird. But I promote their service, and they allow me to promote. They promote my channel and allow me to promote my channel on their Discord as well. So, really awesome. Especially there's a few of us partners that have got really small channels going on, and it's really awesome that Boosteroid was doing that. So, and I don't see any other high-end company that's worth millions upon millions of dollars coming to small YouTube channels in order to promote. I understand why they don't. It's just I don't see any others. Boosteroid is the first one that has ever come to me, and I've enjoyed using Boosteroid. I really have. There are some quirks and stuff to it, depending on the device you're using and stuff like that, but that's just pretty much how that is. Nothing's going to be perfect, which is the way that philosophy I go by. Like, nothing's perfect. There's always going to be issues. Because there's millions of combinations of how you're going to be using Boosteroid or any other service out there. There's millions and millions of different combinations. You're bound to run into some issues that weren't revealed during testing and stuff. You know how it goes. But anyway, now that all that is out of the way, like I said, Boosteroid doesn't pay me to say anything. They just give me some pointers on what to say, and say just be honest, and which I do. So yeah, very awesome. Yeah, let's. So now that we're done with that, let's go ahead and get into our game here. Okay, so let's get into this game. Where were we, and where did we leave off last time? So we left off last time building. We were building a factory. I remember. And we were building factory. So over here, if you weren't here last time, let's pull this out. We were over here building what was it? It was a rotor factory for all the stuff. We're going to have to probably redo the calculations because I only play this once a week. I tend to forget. But yeah, last time we had built this factory up here, which was building the stuff for phase 2. Let's see if we can get up there. Aha! No! There's a little gap. Which we were building the versatile frameworks, and we were building the these things. Automated wiring, yeah. Automated wiring. So we've got all of that built and going. And so that we can continue phase 2. We got enough automated wiring for phase 2, but do we have enough frameworks? So 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. We have it all. Okay. I think we need to go sync a few things first. Let's go do that. We're still in kind of the early stages of the game here. Oh, and also, in case you're wondering, yes, we do have the Lumen option turned on for Satisfactory, so which makes dark places dark. So if I go in here, this is pretty damn dark in here, which is really nice. You can see kind of the lighting and stuff like that. If I had lights in here, the lights would bounce off the walls and stuff like that. And it's a really cool thing they got going on here. Also, pretty excited for 1.0 coming out this year. They still have yet to tell anybody if they've joined the closed beta yet. They're still working on it. But yeah, hopefully I get selected. Unfortunately, if I do get selected, I can't show you guys any of the footage because it's under very strict NDA. It's just kind of an unfortunate type of deal. It's just the way it is, though. Can't really do nothing about it. Right. What were we doing? I've already forgotten. We needed to sync a bunch of our stuff. So we got our sync box right here. That we're going to go ahead and get. So yeah, I was talking about little quirks about Boosteroid, just a little bit there. One of the quirks is games that have very complex UI systems. Boosteroid tends to struggle a little bit with certain games. I guess it depends on what you're using, right? Like for me, maybe it's the browser. Maybe the browser is the only issue. It probably is. It's probably me using a browser on a computer in order to play this game. But this game has a very complex UI system, and if I'm in my inventory here, most of the time, if I hit escape when I'm playing Satisfactory normally, if I hit escape, it closes out the window. But when I hit escape with Boosteroid, because that's the way the hotkey works, it releases my cursor. As you can see, I've got the cursor of the actual computer, not my own cursor, but this is the computer here. And then I hit escape again, it closes out the window, and then I hit escape again, and now I can open up the menu, and then I click back in, and then you get that Boosteroid has control of your pointer type deal. That's just the way that is. Something, just a little kink that I have to deal with. Sorry, that sounded wrong. Strange. But yeah, and also if I hit Control W, because Control is a big key in this game, Control does a whole lot of stuff for this game, and it's when you've been playing for 2,000 plus hours, it's hard to unlearn that type of thing, which I cannot. I could change the key all I want, but I'm still gonna hit Control all the time. Control, there is a bunch of hotkeys that a lot of browsers use, and this is specifically a browser problem that you might run into if you're using a browser in order to play Boosteroid. Control W for Firefox. I don't know how the other browsers are. Oh right, we wanted to grab this. Let me up. If I hit Control W, it closes out the window for Firefox, which ultimately ends my session prematurely, and I could end up losing save data that way. So, well, not save data, but I can end up losing progress. So 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. There we go. So in order to close menus with this game, I hit tab, but yeah, but I hit Control W, and you can't change it because a lot of the browsers, for some reason, decided that not only can you not change the hotkeys, you cannot disable them either. So it'd be really awesome if Boosteroid could come up with a way for browser users to disable the hotkeys for their browser that they're using. Like if you're in a session. Within that session, maybe somehow it blocks out any kind of hotkeying that could happen with the browser itself, because it does block out the browser with the normal key stuff. So maybe they could figure out a way. I don't know if it's possible. I'm not going to say it is and that they should do it. I'm just going to say if it is possible, they should do it. But obviously, I don't know if it is, because for some reason, I tried downloading an extension in order to block out that type of stuff, and it did not work. So yeah, and I just don't understand why. I know I'm complaining, but I just don't understand why the developers, especially at Firefox, decided that they weren't going to allow that option for people. Even though it's just an option just to straight up disable the hotkeys would be awesome. But, ooh, that would have been the wrong place to put those. Hold on, we need to go to the space elevator. Where's my mind at? It's hard to multitask. So yeah, let's go finish phase 2, shall we? We haven't seen this, happen in a while, have we? As well. So let's go up to here. I'm just going to put them in by hand. So we've already got the 500 smart plating that we needed. So put those all in. Put those all in. Look at that. We're ready. Let's do it. Seal. Heck yes. And send. And off she goes. Bye. Off to space. It's a space elevator. We are now into phase 3. Congratulations, everyone. We did it. We done it. We did it. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now things get a little more complicated. Just a wee bit more complicated. So phase 3, what that wants is, we got the versatile frameworks already being made. We need 2,500 of them now, which is going to take much longer, because we only got one machine doing it, which is fine. Okay, those middle things, those are called modular engines, which we need 500 of, which is motors, rubber. Oh, hold on, we can type it in here. So if we hit the N key, this gives us a quick search. No, we can't even look up modular engines. Oh, jeez. Okay, we don't even have the recipe unlocked for them. So we'll have to unlock that. And then the other thing, the orb-looking thing, those are some kind of control unit. What is it called? I don't remember all the names for everything all the time. But it's probably in here. We can't even make those yet, but yeah. Anyway, since we've got past phase 2, now we're into phase 3. We've got a whole bunch more tiers we can unlock as well. So we've got oil processing, which allows us to make rubber and plastic, as well as circuit boards, petroleum coke, fuel, and we get a scanner for oil, as well as we get some new shop products. We also get the valve as well for our fluids. We also unlock the gas mask and inventory slots, so this allows us to go into those gas areas with a filter and not take damage, which I never use the gas mask anyway. I just take the damage. It's fine. It doesn't do that whole bunch of damage unless you stay in there too long. Anyway, so that's fine. We also get the availability for alternate fluid transport, which unlocks the packager. So basically, we can take our fluids and we can turn them into contained fluids. So with the packaged fuel and the packaged liquid biofuel, so that we can use that type of fuel in vehicles, as well as transport that without having to use the pipes. So basically, if I wanted to get water and oil and fuel and heavy oil and biofuel and stuff like that, but I didn't want to use pipes and fluid buffers and stuff, I could transport it into put it into canisters, which should produce this stuff, and with the packager, and then where I get it to where it's going, and if I need that liquid, I then use another packager at the other end, which is then unpackaged, which will create empty canisters, and then whatever fluid, which will go back into using pipes. So that allows for transportation with vehicles. So if I wanted to move a whole bunch of fuel with vehicles, I'd have to package it and then unpackage it once it got to its destination. however that works. And then we've also got industrial manufacturing, which unlocks the manufacturer. So this manufacturer, this is another machine uh, much like the constructors and the assemblers. Um, so the constructors, as you may remember, take one thing and they turn into one thing. One input, one output. The assemblers are two inputs, one output, so it takes two things, makes one thing. The manufacturer takes 3 or 4 things and turns them into one thing. So, depending on the recipe, if I need 3 things, I'll need a manufacturer. If I need 4 things, I need a manufacturer. So, and then we also get the big truck, which is holds more storage and is a little bit better at the terrain, but it is bigger of a vehicle. As well, so we have to keep that in mind. We also unlock the recipe for computers, modular engines, and the adaptive control units. That's what they're called, adaptive control units for Phase 3. So we unlock all of that with industrial manufacturing. Then we go over to Tier 6, and we get Logistics Mark IV, which unlocks the Mark IV belt. Our current belt does 270 resources per minute. The Mark IV belt does 480, so it's a much huge jump there. We also unlock the scanner for Caterium, as well as we get the fuel generator, which this is basically just another type of power. This allows us to take oil, turn it into fuel, and then that fuel into a fuel generator, which makes a heck of a lot more power than the coal generators that we're using now. So we get a new power generation type. We unlock the jetpack, which allows us to fly around, and we get some inventory slots. As well as we'll unlock the monorail technology, which unlocks the trains, the rails, the train stations, these empty platforms, the path and block signal as well. And then at the very end here, we get Pipe Engineering Mark II, which allows Pipeline Mark IIs and Mark II pumps. So the current pump, I can't remember the current pump, but it doesn't allow for much head lift. It's as you can see, we were struggling with that. This would solve all of our issues, as well as Pipeline Mark II. The current pipes do 300 for our flow, and the Mark IIs do 600, so they do double, so they're much better and they're worth building. But they take plastic and copper sheets to make, so you're going to need a plastic factory for that. And then this takes, a lot of this stuff takes computers, steel beams and steel pipes and heavy modular frames and stuff like that, so we're going to need factories for all that stuff too. So, but we still won't be there for quite a while, but we are in the processing stage. For oil, we can do oil processing, gas masks, all that stuff. So this, we're probably going to go for oil processing first, because we have the means of making these two things. We don't have factories for them yet, but we have the means of being able to make those two things. So this is just steel beams and concrete, and of course this is what we were already doing in Motor Factory anyway. So we're going to select that milestone. Which is very nice, and we're going to continue working on our Motor Factory. I know I just explained a whole lot, but also, if you hear that kind of audio popping noise, that's me. That's my internet connection. Every time my internet connection drops slightly, it pings up there, and it kind of messes with the audio slightly. It's just got multiple people on the network, plus there's only 2 internet service providers in my area. One of them really sucks, and the other one everybody wants because it doesn't suck. And you know how that goes. And so technically there's only one service provider, and most of the people are on it, and everybody that's in my area is on it, so they struggle sometimes to keep services perfectly running. It's just the way it is. You know how it is. But anyway, also last time we were emptying this container, which looks like it has completely emptied, which is really nice. So we can remove that. So this right here, this is our rods that we were making. We stopped all factory for screws and rods so that we could rebuild it. This box is also empty, so let's just lift. So we'll go ahead and place those 2 things, and now we can put this back. as well. We can also remove this factory here. Let's see. Yep. I think I'm going to rebuild up there and move everything up a meter so that it fits more properly. And then this one's full of rotors, so I'll have to move that eventually too. But anyway, there's that. We can also remove this belt too. I was putting the screws into there because these are our new screw makers. So this is what we were working on last time, basically, which was the screw makers. We got 4 factories, and they are using the cast screw recipe, and we needed a whole lot of screws. So, and we've also got our rods. This is why I put the machines down last time, was so that I remember. Yeah, just a little thing. So, yep, we're going to continue making those factories today. I might move this up 4 meters. I might delete all this and move it up 4 meters because it'll be a pain in the butt. But if I move it up 4 meters, then we can get away from some of the sand right here as well, because you can see the sand's kind of. It would be cool if the sand actually migrated onto our factories. I would actually enjoy that. It'd be annoying, but I'd actually enjoy that. So, but that's not what's happening. But yeah. So if we move up 4 meters, there'll be a little more room on the backside here, which would probably be a good idea. So we're gonna delete all this, move it up to that level right there, to where these factories are. So it's all on the same level, and then so those are our rotor factories up there. I decided to go with 2 as well. So we got 2 rotors, which are sending the rotors to various factories, which are also going to send them up there to our motors factory. We got the stators ready to go. We just need the rest of it. So yeah, which means I'm also going to have to move this. So we're going to pull a box. Yeah, well, let's pull this box over here. Then we're going to take this, put it into there. Let's remove this one and put that one into there so we can empty it even faster. Then we'll remove these belts and things. And don't worry about the blurring, that's NVIDIA DLSS. I have this option on my own PC, but yeah, this is what it does when you're a decent distance away. So basically AI kind of tries to blur stuff depending on how fast it's moving on your screen. And that's why you'll see like blurring in only certain sections of the screen. It's still a work in progress. That's not a Boosteroid thing, that's just NVIDIA DLSS. Which they have NVIDIA cards on these computers, so pretty nice cards. They probably have like the 4090s and things like that, I'm sure, as well. You know, top of the line technology, which is really good for them to have, because, you know, a lot of these games that they're adding and stuff require a lot higher tech than, you know, say like 10 years ago. Like my computer I bought in 2013. Yeah, it's 10 years old now. Most of the stuff has been traded out except for the motherboard, but it looks like I'm gonna have to trade out the motherboard as well. So that's another thing you could use Boosteroid for. Be like, oh yeah, my computer doesn't play games well anymore. I want to play this brand new game. Boosteroid has it, so let's go play it on Boosteroid. Use their computer's hardware, so that I don't have to use mine because mine can't handle it. You know, pretty cool. Pretty good reasoning, anyway. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright then. Oh, what happened to the music? Oh, there we go. Okay. So, whoop. Oh. Yeah, take a little bit of a break for a little while, so it would be instantaneous for you guys, but yeah, I had to take a little bit of a break. Okay, so we're going to remove all this, because we got to move this up too, which is unfortunate. But it is the way it is. So just remember not to hit Control W. Balls. Because if I hit Control W, the window closes, and then whatever I had in between the autosaves, I lose it. Lose all that progress. Is that a 1 meter? No, that's a 4 meter. So yeah, we're going to go off of this grid here. Change that to Zoop. Go there. Yeah, I just think this is way better. Just to make sure. Yeah, we'll go 5. That will cover up all this ugly rock. Okay. One, two, three, four, 5. Okay. Yep, that is over to there. Alright, so then we need an assembler. We need a couple of them. Production assembler. So this is the center. So we're probably going to do this then. I mean, we might expand upon it in the future. So I'll give a little bit of a space in between. I'll go power. Pull the power back to here where it was. Just like that. And then rotors, we were doing... Wait. Oh, crap. Since I removed those machines, I should have looked at what the overclocking was. I think it was ×2, but I'm not really sure. And so what that means is we have to go back and do our calculations again, which is fine, I suppose. So we need 2 rotors per minute here. That was the only place the rotors were actually going at the time. So we got to remember that. Oop, I can't slide uphill. Of course I can't. What am I thinking? Do we need rotors for any of this? No, we need stators, and over here we need that. Okay, so those are gone. Then, so we need 10 rotors. Ah, that's what it was. Okay, so we need 12. We need 12 rotors per minute. That's what it was. Okay. Yeah, we needed 12 rotors. 2 of the machines will only do 8. So if we overclock this one, that does 6 and that does 12, but we said we wanted to overclock 2. We can Control C that, and Control V that. Okay. So then we need our rods and our screws, yeah. Okay. That's what we were doing. Alright, so that's set up for there. And then we needed, yeah, we needed belts going back to here. So then we'll have to figure out where we want them. Okay. So yeah, and then all this, like I said, needs to move. Are these screws almost done? I need to move these. Alright, let's finish moving these. They were almost done. Oh. Can I not? Thank you. I was like, can I not get up there? Okay. So then we can remove both these belts. And then this container. So then we got to remember as well, 3 rod machines, dual overclocked. We could do it piece by piece, I suppose. It's like what we could do. I don't know if it'll let us. We'll have to do it this way, probably. So we'll do it, yeah, piece by piece, I think. And then so that the little leg things don't appear on these machines. Okay. So, yeah. Dual overclocked, regular iron rod. Then yeah, we want to lock it to what's already there. So yeah, it's overlapping. Okay. And then we're doing just the regular iron rod. And then we're throwing in 2 of those. Overclock it. Okay. And we just need 2 more machines just like that. I know we're kind of rebuilding what we already had. Okay. And we're going to Control C that. And Control V. Move to the next one. Control V. And it should paste. Which it did. Okay. Oop. There we go. Okay, so we got those machines. Yeah, we deleted all the others, right? Yeah, okay. And then we have a space. All over there. And we need to delete the little splitters. Or the little mergers, I should say. Yeah, the reason I'm deleting this one by one is because I'm being very, very careful. Because if I'm not careful, I can end up hitting Control W, which ends up closing out the tab, or closing out the window. I think it closes out the tab. It's just the way it is. Did we ever get power set for these? I don't think we ever did, or at least not connected anyway. So let's get that set up as well. Can I? Yeah, it's like, can I go in between? No. Want to go there. Okay, does that interfere with anything? It doesn't, nope, it doesn't touch the actual machine. That's actually good. I like that. Okay, and this one's gonna go up there, here. Connect to that machine. Okay. So those ones are actually probably better than these ones are. To be honest. Kind of like those better anyway. So we'll delete the old poles. I'm going to delete all but one. So we had 4 machines, by the way. Just got to remember that. Okay. And then metal click that one. Now the reason I placed one there is because it's exactly 1 foundation wide. Then I can delete this and then there's my space without having to try and figure out the other axis of placement. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over here. I'm going to hit Control C on this one, which is our screws, triple overclocked. And then we can go Control V onto this one. To there. To there. come on, back out. These are the problems I have with using this through a browser. It's not exactly ideal sometimes. Yeah, I need to stop using the escape key is what's happening. I'm using the escape key and the escape key doesn't work for that. If you could change that within Boosteroid, that'd be cool too. To release control of the pointer, only the release control of the pointer options, not the escape key. If we could turn off the escape key completely, that would be a really cool feature. Like for Boosteroid side, not the game side, I mean. Okay. So now all of these should be... Okay. They should all be set. I'm just checking the overclocking now. Just make sure. Okay, those are all set. Good. So now we'll just put in our foundation. That didn't take too long to rebuild almost what we already had. And then those machines are on the same level, so that will be much nicer. And look how much more room there is. Gonna have to rotate that that thing. It's already rotated. I might be able to get that up on the same level. Let me give it a shot. Okay, so sometimes you can actually get these up on the same level. Is this fully overclocked? Yeah, it is. It's also full of iron, but like I was just saying, production. We might be able to. Ooh, let's do a miner Mark II. All we need is we need 10 of those. So what we do is we go production, and we scroll on the bottom, grab our craft bench, place it down, enter it, grab the industrial beams, and we make 10 of those. Yeah, the encased industrial beams. I'm almost out of almost out of concrete. Gonna have to go get some more. Okay, but sometimes you can get the miners to be on the level. It just depends on how high the level is. Ooh, that will work. Yeah. That's a little high. Damn it. Damn it. Pretty good though. That was close. We could do foundation 2 meter and probably work it out that way. It's like, damn it. I'm surprised that allowed that, to be honest. I thought it would have rejected it. Okay, but we can do this though. So then it's putting it directly into the factory. And see, now it's on the same level. So then your belts will be a little bit better. And it's not a way to get it completely on the grid, but it's a way to get it partially on the grid at the very least. Oh, and then of course let me put in this iron here. And then fully overclock it. We're probably going to need all of that right there, all 150. It's a Mark II and it only does 150. Now if this was a Mark I, it'd only be, what, 75? Yeah, it'd only be like 75 because this is an impure node here, as you can see. Yeah, it's an impure node, so it's the worst you can get, but we can still use it. So. And that might not even be the way I rotate it. That was just a test. I'm probably not going to power it for right now, just in case I decide to rotate it. Anyway, the reason I did that as well, why I raised this up, and I'm probably going to have to not raise this portion up of it, but we're going to have to raise up an even higher portion. Because we're still going to need more room here, probably. But we're going to need to do the smelters now. That's also why I made that a Mark II. that one, connect that one, and connect that one. Okay. Alright, so that's all 4, and we did set all these to screws as well. Okay, so this one can probably do 1 smelter, right? We need 30, 60, 90 right here as far as plating goes. Yeah, we might be able to do 1. We'll have to move it back. Yeah, like I said, I might rotate that smelter or that miner instead. That'll probably be a better way of doing it. And put this like that. Okay, can this go up to 90 for iron? No, it cannot. Okay, so we're going to need 2. 2 at the probably dual clock level. Let's see, what is 2 times is 60? That'll be 120. That'll be too much. So we only need 90. Dang it. So we could do 45. 45 times 2. That is 90. Okay. So we'll do 2 smelters at the single overclock level. Of course, we could do 3 smelters at the third with that no overclocking. And it'd probably take about the same amount of power anyway. Dealing with or having the numbers that we're dealing with here. Yeah, we're going to do the the miner is actually going to face. Well, I'm going to do this. Then we're not cutting into our placement here. And then at least it's on some kind of grid. Is that not close enough? Let's try that. Sometimes you need to cover it. There we go. It's like sometimes you need to cover it entirely. Or at least just enough to where it... I think it's where the front legs are up on it. Okay. What I'll do is we'll do foundations. We'll grab a 4-meter half. Because I don't like covering where the actual drill is. And we're gonna we're just gonna do this. And hope that works. It'd be nice if the miner actually located. Sorry, yeah. If the miner actually relocated itself to the grid completely, that'd be nice. Just right in the middle, or at least I don't know, something where you can move it slightly. That's just one of them things. There we go. Just enough for the legs to stick on. I think that'll work. Very nice. Very nice. Actually, exchange these for 4 meters. There we go. And then we only have this little bit to worry about. I think. Something like that. Oh, we also got to remember, too, that we can't go over 270. Because that is our max belt speed. So this doesn't go over 270, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay. So we bring that up here. Hold on, how much are we going to need? Oh, it's 1-to-1. One miner is only going to be able to do one thing here. And then we're going to need to pull from over there, probably. Ugh. That's going to be annoying. It's going to be real annoying. What is this one making? This one's making iron plates, isn't it? Yeah, this one's making iron plates. Wasn't there another one over here somewhere? Or was this it? This was it. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to move our metal plate factory here. Yeah, we're gonna have to move our metal plate factory. We'll move it over here to where this node is. What is this node? Ah, I tried to slide. There we go. What is this node here? Is it... I forgot all the nodes over here are craptastic, man. I can only do 150. That is insane. Okay, so will that node go to these then? Because I need 31.25 times 4. 125 is what I need. Yeah, so that one will go to this. Because it is 1-to-1, so. And yeah, that's only going to be able to do that. And this one needs 90, so. What I might do is I might throw a splitter on this one. Make this one a Mark II. Yeah, let's make this one a Mark II. And then we'll throw a splitter on it. Oh, we need another... Whoops. Need another production. Need another one of these. And we need 10 more of these. I don't have enough concrete balls. Go get some concrete. Do I even have... what else do I need for a Mark II? Okay, I have everything else. Kind of, anyway. Okay. Grab a couple stacks of concrete here. Now we can make 74. We only need 10 though. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We'll go over here. Oh, whoops. I forgot. Whoops. Good workshop. Sorry if I have to play a little bit weirdly here. Just because of the way this is. Mark II. Okay, there we go. So this one's going to be a no, this is another impure node. Oh my gosh, they're all impure around here. It's annoying. It is the way it is, though. 2. No, don't give it power yet. First of all, fully overclock it. And then throw in the 10. Okay, then throw in the 100. Okay, now we can power it. Yeah, we're going to throw a... I might get rid of this. Hold on, let me take all this out real quick. Nope. Crap. Stop. And throw in the splitter down here. So... 9, was it? Yeah. Let's put that right up against the machine there. That works. Okay, and then the lift. Crap. 4. Okay, we're gonna do that this way then. Oops. I might be able... No, because I have to be on the same grid as it in order to make that trick work. So that's unfortunate. So I guess what we do is just do this then. And then do a 9. I was trying to make it look a little neater, but doesn't look like it's going to happen. Okay. So then we throw in the 10. Okay. That's a Mark III, right? Yeah. Mark III there. Yeah, there's a Mark III in there. Alrighty then. And then we'll just... Let's do that. Now we can run down there. That's fully overclocked, it is. Okay, then we'll just... Boop. Yep, now we'll just run this down here. So, trying to keep this somewhat relative. Somewhat straightish, I guess. Okay, guess that'll work. Jeez, such a mess. That there. Okay. So that one works there. And yeah, we'll just throw these straight across. Of course, we gotta power them too. Yeah, power's on this side. Alright, that works there. Then we just need to set up for this side now. Okay, so... 31.25 times 2 is what? 31.25 times 2... That's 62.5. That's more than double overclock. Yeah, we can't do one machine on there because it's going to be... Yeah, it's slightly over, isn't it? It's annoyingly, too. I guess we can overclock each one to 30 to 45 or whatever. As long as we can handle it. Because this one's 1-to-1. Or it's like, it's perfectly set. So we set this up. Control C. Then we can hit Control V. And then Control V there. But this one has to be set up for... So what if I do 45? 45 times 4. That's 180, so I can't do that. I can only do 150. But 31.25 times 4 is 125. So what if I do 32 times 4? 128. Okay. We'll just set those up for 32. It's going to be annoying to set that up, but... Okay. It'll be easier than trying to set up like splitters and things right now. It's just the way it is. Just remember, we can't go over 270. Okay. So then we'll go to there, to there, to there. Okay. Now the cool thing is once we set up one, we'll be fine. So yeah, we do need an overclock here. Now there's a little trick that we can do once that autosaves there. Let's give that a second. Bam. Okay. So what we could do is we can hit Control-Alt to bring up the little menu. So there's where my mouse cursor is right now, or the game's cursor. So my current mouse cursor, if we put this right here, and then we go over to this. See, I can type in it. Haha, I beat the system. I win. Then we just hit enter. So, and then we don't have to do that again. We can just hit Control-C, Control-V, and then you look inside there and see it sets it automatically. So, I don't want to set it to 31.25. We'll just set it to 32. It's fine. Ah, jeez. Oops. Control-V. Meant to set that first. And then Control-V. And there you go, hitting all the wrong keys. Okay, so that is now set up. And then, yeah, we just need to put splitters down now. Logistics, splitter, since our belt is 270, we can just split with this. We'll split it this way. And just go directly to each machine. And then that's the end of that line. Go up here. So yeah, we're going to have to... I'll make a new belt, it's fine. What I'll do... Whoops. What we'll do is we'll go straight from there. And then roughly there-ish. We'll get rid of that belt, get rid of that belt, get rid of that belt, and then we'll go straight over to there. Yeah, then I'll send it straight on through. Straight on through to the other side. Put my iron in smelting machine. Okay. Then we'll go there, there, and then there, and there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to power up this bad boy so that it starts making. So I'm going to go down to there, and we'll get rid of that one. No longer needs to exist. But we're not going to power up the other machine, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Or we could power up the machine because they're not going anywhere. Yeah, let's power up the machines because they're not going anywhere anyway. And just to make sure this whole system works. We also got to remember too that 150 is the limit on this, so the belt's going to empty out here in a minute. But we don't need 150 for the belt, so the belt's fine. And we need to power all these too. Can't forget that point. To power all these as well. Okay. And there we go. very nice. Yeah, and since this belt is only doing 150, or the miner's only doing 150, the belt's too fast, so it's gonna be empty like this until all the machines get filled. Like I said, we don't need it. We only need 90. So it'll take a second to back up, but it'll get there. And then this belt, we're gonna bring this one in. He wants to be weird about it. Well, you want to be weird about it. I guess we'll just have to be weird about it. Then we'll raise it up to there. And then... You know what we could do? Let's bring it out a little further. My mouse cursor keeps ending up there. It's because of where my mouse cursor actually is. There we go. Okay, let's remove this. And this too. And let's actually create a scenario where this would work. Okay, so there. The reason I'm going one step in is so that the lift is right next to it. Wait, did that not get in the middle? Hold on, is this off? Oh, the grid is off. What the heck? Do you guys see that? How did that happen? Okay, dude. Get out of here. Get off of my machines. I don't know how that happened, to be honest with you. Oh, I see. It was, you know what it was? It was that. Okay. That's probably why he wanted to be weird about it, too. Yeah, that's exactly why. Alright, we'll just do 2 meters then. Foundation. 2 meter. Drag it over. Drag it over. That's why I wanted to be weird about it. Okay. Makes sense. Now that I know. Okay, and then we should be able to pull a lift between these two, because they're on the same grid. And they're 2 meters off rather than 1. Height-wise, anyway. There we go. There's our little... Oh. I put that the wrong way. Hold on. Redo. 4. We need to go from this one to that one. There we go. Now our lift is on. Now our lift is correct. I guess the only problem with it is the... How come I don't have that set anymore? This thing is going to 6. Oh, wait. What was on 6 then? I guess... Oh, and then 7. Okay, that'll work. So then 6 will be this. Then 4. I removed it. Oops. 8. There we go. That looks a little better. That way the accordion thing is not, like, sticking out as far as it was. Okay, I'll do 3. Actually, I'm going to pull this to roughly center line. 1, 2. There we go. That looks a little better. Also, we need to power this. Yeah, we're going to power it off of that pole there. before it starts getting more in there. There we go. Okay, miner is a-working. One, two. And then 9. We'll go backwards with this. Ooh, we're getting into the sand a little bit. That's okay. A little bit of sand never hurt anybody, right? And then 3. Alrighty then. And we are now making rods and screws. Isn't that awesome? Okay, let's go ahead and finish this. Getting this up to snuff. Very nice. We can get rid of these for right now. We don't need them. Or do we need them? No, we don't need them. I don't think we need them. Maybe we need them. I'm not sure. Alright, let me grab a big old box. Is that the one I want? No. I want one of these. Okay, so both of these machines need rods, but we also need rods for... We probably need rods for other things, right? Did this rod box go anywhere? I don't think it did. Oh, maybe it did. What's down here? Ah, we need rods for frames. Okay. That is a thing. Oop. Get on top of this box so I can get up there. Alright, so then we'll throw it out this way. Okay, so then I'm just trying to figure out where to put the box. I think I'll put it in the middle here. First we need an 8, we need a merger. And I'm gonna, yeah. So then put it that way. And then this middle merger goes that way. And this merger goes that way. Okay. And then we're going to then grab that box there. Is that where I want it? So hit the H key to lock it in. Okay. Yeah, that's where I want it. It's right there. Okay. And then now we can take we grab a 4 here. Like that. It's only temporary, just so that we could put it into that box there. Okay. And then that can go in while we're working on that. So the reason I'm not connecting this up right here is so these machines can get backed up. So these machines are backed up. The rod machines are backed up, but the smelters are not. So I'm going to be letting that go. Yeah, this one's not even full of ironing goods. So yeah, I want the machines to all back up before I do that. So we've got all the screw machines making they thing. That is gonna take a while. Okay, so then the screw machine, that's gonna be the same one. This one, what I am going to do is I'm probably gonna put this on the end here. Actually, maybe I should put both of them on the end. Yeah, we'll put both of them on the ends here, inside the factory. That does mean I do have to redo this, these things though. It's okay, I can use more rods in my inventory anyway. I think it's getting low. I was getting low there. I put that into that box instead. Right. And I'll take whatever rods were in here. And I'll keep a couple stacks on me. Sort inventory. Yeah, we'll keep 3 stacks of rods on us. And I'll just pick this up. Okay. And we got the screw one set. So what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna grab a belt. Go all the way over here. This is a little more of a pain in the butt. Not supposed to cross the belts, man. Don't cross the belts. Oops. At least it still works, though. I crossed the belts. No, what have you done? I'm out of steel now. Annoyingly. I'll have to go over and go get some steel here. Which, if we go to the top of this tower... I missed the mark. Go to the top of this tower. Go right down to where the steel's being made. Grab like 3 stacks of steel. Now this has been going... Look at my belt line. I wanted to follow the sand dunes. It worked out real well, didn't it? Ouch. So then, yep, 2 stacks. This is still going. I cannot believe that. It's so slow. Go faster! Are you guys out of stuff? You are. Are you not getting enough steel in? This one's doing 60 steel per minute. This one's doing 60 steel per minute. And what do you guys need? Oh, it's literally 120. That's why. Okay, it's not backing up because of that. We're probably limited on iron or something. I can't remember exactly how that was working, but 3, 4, and 5. Let's grab like 5 stacks of steel. Okay, that'll work. Then we'll go back to the top of our tower. I love these towers, by the way. They're pretty good. It makes putting power out there easier. Ow. I screwed that up. It's because I right-clicked as I jumped, so it connected for a second and then disconnected. So leave it right-clicked. Yeah, because right-click, left-click is the hold, and right-click is the toggle. And if you right-click, it'll toggle it to on, and then you don't have to hold your mouse key. I Can't believe I stopped myself from having fall damage there. I mean... Okay. So then, back to what we were doing. 3 goes up there. And there for now. Okay. Hopefully that won't get in too much into the way of our merging. So 8. It'll be a little bit in the way. It'll be okay though. You know, yeah, that's what we should do. We'll just put it in the middle. And why not, right? We got the room. I don't want to fall off this platform, so careful. Okay, then that one I'll put it into this box once these screws are moved. Of course. Then we'll do the same to this one. Just like that. Just like that. And again, yeah, if you're wondering why I'm playing so slowly, being very cautious, it's just because the way this works on Boosteroid, so I have to be a little bit careful about my movements. I have to give a little more thought into it than I would normally. It's just because I'm using a browser and all that stuff. I have to be very conscious, very self-conscious about my. Can I have this? Take off. That way we can pick this up. Yeah, I have to be very conscious. It's just the way I'm playing it is that's the way. More than likely you're not going to be experiencing this. Okay, then we'll put all of our rods in there. Whoops, let me take out 3 stacks. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I hear a miner going still. Oh, that's because this miner is still mining. Let the miner back up here. Just a minor inconvenience. Ugh. I'm sorry. Okay, those all look good there. That all looks good there. Alright. I guess we'll help move the screws real quick. Yeah, there isn't much left. Yeah, it's not pulling it out, which is weird. Usually it pulls it out when you do that, but... Oh, inventory's full. I really need that jetpack, don't I? Really need that jetpack. Okay. Alright, then we'll pick up the rest of this. Take all. Okay, that's all the crates, right? No more crates? Nope, no more crates. Okay. So since that's done, everything's backed up. Let's go ahead and throw that into there. And then any screws. Okay, nope, we didn't have any screws on us. Alright. I'll put that into there. So now we're making enough rods and enough plates for everything. For both of these factories, so that's pretty good as well. Alright, since we're already way past our timer here, we'll just keep going until we get this hooked up, I suppose. We're just going to run a single belt. How should we do this? Because the rods and the screws are going to cross over here. You know what? Let's leave. You know, since we just hooked this up, we'll kind of. I guess we'll kind of let this go for a minute, and then yeah, we'll let everything kind of feed, I suppose. And then we'll do rotors later. We'll do rotors next time. How about that? Next time we go to play this, we'll do some rotors. Heck yeah, though. Everything's working. We are now making rods and screws again on a little bit bigger of a scale than we were currently doing it. And everything's on the same level, too, so it looks much better. Makes things a little bit easier. And everything's kind of backed up as well. So, wait, what are the screws? What are we pushing here? Oh, that's something I didn't think about. 200. Oh, okay. Hold on. We made a mistake. I was wondering why that wasn't going as fast as it should. We made a mistake. Okay, so we need more than 270 coming out of, or we're pushing more than 270 out of these machines. So we're gonna have to split these up as well. So that, and then we'll just I think we can do this. No, we're gonna have to do 5. So right here, 1 and 2, and then we'll put this here, 1, and we won't put that other one there until we get it hooked. But yeah, I completely didn't even think about the numbers of what it was pushing out, so that was my bad. Okay, that'll empty a little bit faster now. It'll actually work. So we would have been pulling out to these and it would have been bad. So for the screws, yeah, we have to one output for each machine, because we need 240 screws, or 200. Sorry, we need 400 screws for this, and we're pushing 250 out of each belt line here. Well, when it comes out of here, it'll be 270. But oh yeah, so that's I'm gonna have to use both of these outputs on this. That'll be interesting. Why is this going in? Oh, because... Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Anyway, I think that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory on the Boosteroid service. Just as a quick reminder, before you go, there is a link down in the description that when you go to get a subscription to Boosteroid, if you go to do that, if you use that link, you do help out the channel, and I do thank you. Because you're helping out the channel. Anyway, like I said, I do think that is going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.